Imagine a place where the horizon never ends, and no king or emperor can tell you what to do. Picture a vast, open grassland. The Great Steppe where the air smells of dust and freedom, but danger hides behind every hill. Hundreds of years ago, if you were a peasant tired of being treated like property, or a soldier who didn't want to follow orders anymore, there was only one place to go. You headed east. You headed into the wild. These people weren't just looking for a new home. They were building a new way of life. They became legends, feared and admired, existing in a world where your horse was your best friend and your sword was your only law. This is the story of a culture built on the edge of the world, a group of people who chose the danger of the unknown over chains. When we talk about the Cossacks, we aren't just talking about soldiers. We are talking about a spirit. The word Cossack actually comes from an old Turkic word that means free man or adventurer, and that is exactly who they were. In the 5th, 10th, and 16th centuries, the borders between modern-day Ukraine and Russia were no man's land. This was the wild field. People from all walks of life trickled into this wilderness: runaway serfs, rebellious nobles, and Orthodox Christians fleeing pressure. Life wasn't easy. You had to be ready to fight off raiding parties. This environment turned farmers into warriors almost overnight. They developed a unique society where everyone was equal, and leaders were elected based on bravery rather than who their father was. As their numbers grew, they organized into hosts. The most famous was the Zaporozhian Sich, a fortified island on the Dnieper River. They lived by a strict code of honor, and their skills on horseback were unmatched. They could ride at full gallop and fire with deadly accuracy. This reputation for being unstoppable began to spread. They were the Wild East's most fearsome warriors, but the Cossacks weren't just about war. They had a rich, vibrant culture. They loved music, storytelling, and massive celebrations. Their clothing was iconic: wide trousers, high foodats, and the Kokold haircut, which was a long lock of hair left on a shaved head. Even when the Russian Tsars tried to bring them under control, the Cossacks negotiated. They protected the borders, but lived by their own rules. This deal changed everything. The Free Cossacks slowly became the Imperial Cossacks. They became the elite frontier guards. They expanded the borders all the way to the Pacific Ocean, and even into Alaska. They were the scouts, pioneers, and shock troops. Yet, even as they served the Empire, that original spark of independence never quite went away. They remained a world within a world. The era of the traditional Cossack eventually met the harsh reality of the modern world, with tanks, planes, and 20th century revolutions. The old way of life on the steppe was torn apart. Many were forced into exile, while others were integrated into the new system. But the legend didn't die. Today, the heritage of the Cossack is seeing a massive revival. People look to them to understand courage. The Cossack world reminds us that even in the most difficult times, there are always those who will choose the path of freedom. They lived on the edge, fought for their identity, and left a mark on history that can never be erased. If you found this journey fascinating, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who loves history. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Thank you for spending your time with us. This has been a presentation of history. See you in the next deep dive.